He did well to fall under pressure. Back past those, straight to Bentleigh. Now Waring, one of the in-form attackers in the competition. Runs out of room on that occasion, but he's one to watch tonight. 6 goals this season so far, ranking him equal third in the Golden Boot. Throw makes it as far as Bentleigh, and he's got a head start here on Maricic. The last-ditch tackle prevents the Dutchman from going straight through on goal. And then the flag up against the attacker. Nearly moment for the Bentleigh Greens, as close as we've come to a breakthrough. Tom Maricic did so well to recover. But a crucial stop from Pierce Waring. Huge chance for Dennis Yildiz. Fell on his weaker right foot, but massive opportunity goes begging. Shot straight at Pierce Waring in truth. Well to come out quickly alive to the danger and cover the angles, but the finish from Yildiz left much to be desired. Perhaps he was trying to nutmeg the Bentleigh Greens goalkeeper, who was standing quite upright, but Pierce Clark, one of the more consistent custodians in the competition, former Thunder player, of course. He's never going to be beaten by that. Meanwhile, here's Simmons for McCare. Poor pass from McCare, and here comes Pierce Waring. It's flicked on by Kralicki. Underthrow, long goal. To the feet of Man, goes down, but wasn't ever really appealing for the free kick. Here's Bentleigh, caught from behind by Tom Maricic. It's a nasty challenge, and he'll be the first in the book. Yellow ticket out from Adam Bavkar. And Tom Maricic, after a shaky start to the game, is walking a tightrope for all of 82 minutes. Bentleigh still down on the deck. Physio will be on to treat him, but It's a big blow for the Thunder. Key centre half having to play with that sort of limitation for so long. Now we just hope Jordi van der Laan is okay to continue.
Yeah.
Looks like a really sore one for the Dutch striker who has 2 goals already this season at his new club.
Yang gede itu bisa dibagi 2 nggak?
Yang mana ini?
Yang mana dulu?
Ini?
Iya.
Mau bagi 2?
Tapi yang gede-gede itu aja bagi 2.
Yang di tengah sini?
Ya, yang
Oh,
gede.
gitu.
Still the treatment goes on, and back up on his feet now finally. Wonder whether a change will be prepared.
Ini kan, Bu?
Ya.
Lucas Derrick looks the most likely to be thrust into the action should he be required, but Bentleigh down to 10 players in the meantime. Kralicki and Alexander stand over the set piece. Thunder with the height advantage among the numbers assembled in the penalty area, but of course Pearce wearing an obvious target, as is Webster. Little hesitation on the delivery, away by Lockie Bird. Maricic with the clearance. Simmons desperate to save it, but only tumbled into his own coaching staff. Fair effort from the young man, in fairness.
Apa nih?
12, 19 kembali 1000.
Ya biarin lah.
Ya, sini ya.
Ya. Mana gini kok?
Throw backwards to Webster. Carrigan will start again with Pierce Clark. Now Carrigan with his eyes up, spotting the run forwards. The marauding left back, Jacob Alexander. Into the shins of Ismaili, back off him, and it's a goal kick, says Adam Bavka. And now van der Laan re-entering the field of play, which is good to see. At least try and run it off, although he's a bit hampered in his movement at the moment. Yildiz helping it on for Kiusis. Man riding the challenge. Simmons. Ismaili. Curling ball to the back post is overhit by the young right back. And Mustafa only advances as far as Kiusis, but he will win the throw. See off screen, van der Laan still heavily limping, but no sign of a Bentleigh Greens change so far. Kim's header. Kralicki was caught late. interesting career so far. Ken Kralicki, Japanese-American midfielder. This actually plays in the MLS for Montreal Impact. After he came through the college system stateside. 34 appearances for the first team back in 2019 and 2020. Now he finds himself in NPL Victoria. Pretty exciting CV for any player at this level. Sewell in for the challenge. Kim appealing for the throw, and we'll get it. That injury stoppage has just taken a bit of momentum out of the game, which we had earlier in the contest. Mustafa's dribble was interrupted by the challenge. He wins it back, but it's a free kick. Much to his dismay, McCare going over. Crossfield ball, spun off target. Easily intercepted by Pierce Waring. Perhaps could have shown a little more urgency in playing the ball forwards and turning, but his teammates got to give him a shout. Ismaili's header, and then Kim. Ashcroft will bring the ball down. Soleimani with a nice touch inside area. Now it's Maricic spreading the ball for Chris Kiusis, who has a great left boot in space. And it is a good ball in. It's brought down by Jack Simmons. Just a couple of metres away from Braden Mann. It's the intended target of that chest pass. Soleimani for Ashcroft to have a go from range. Gonna have to do better to beat Piers Clark from that sort of distance. Maricic striding out of defence with the ball. Bentleigh forced the Thunder back though. McCare goes back to James again. Waring's header. Loses out to Ismaili the second time around. Now Bird with the eyes up. It's a beautiful switch. Back to Chris Kiusis. Looks for Simmons, who made a tidy run down the line, but Corey Sewell saw it coming. Mustafa loses out. Uses with the spin and digs out across, despite being double marked. Well dealt with by Alexander. Controlled by Kralicki and laid off by Vanderland. Here he is again, Ken Kralicki. Intent on maintaining possession, Bentleigh, but any counter-attacking momentum was lost, and now they've lost the ball too. It's Yildiz for Simmons. lackadaisical with that pass. Now Webster, 2 hands in the back. Braden Mann protesting his case, but referee always going to give that one. Carrigan picks out Vanderland's chest. It's an excellent first touch from him. Now Waring. Alexander, who's been getting forward plenty so far tonight. Deflection on the cross. Anywhere will do from Tom Maricic, and it's a Bentleigh Greens throw. Alexander was caught, but referee had turned away. He's back up on his feet again as Ali Suleimani launches the long diagonal. Clark outside his box to deal with that. Awkward bounce for Ben Carrigan. And now Kim is clearly fouled by Harry Ascroft. Never in doubt that one. Bird keeps his cool under pressure to find Ismaili. Kicks one down the line, but didn't get the angle on it he was looking for. Quite a ways inside the Dandenong Thunder half in the end of the throw. Now Waring. And the shot comes in from Kralicki. But he's always leaning back a tad, always rising over the crossbar. Well worked that time. It's just helped on by Tom Strickland. It's the faintest of touches to propel it into the path of Ken Kralicki. Did have a fair amount of time and space on the edge of the penalty area. In hindsight, probably could have taken a touch. Meanwhile, it's the Thunder forward. Ben Carrigan cutting it off. It will be a Thunder corner. And statistically, Bentleigh have struggled from these situations. 6 goals conceded off set pieces, the second worst record in the competition so far. Has been their Achilles heel, despite their strong recent run of form. What can the Thunder do here? It's a decent delivery. Swerve too much for Maricic in the near post. Second ball is lofted. Ascroft should have headed back into the danger zone and instead lost his bearings slightly. Mustafa at full speed, charging down Tom Maricic, who just cleared it in time. Strickland for Alexander, and now Pearce Waring again. Wants to be the creative fulcrum tonight, in the absence of Mitch Hall. Strickland's ball headed away by Bird. Alexander's clearance falling straight for Ascroft. Now Bentleigh have the chance to put the squeeze on the Thunder.
Yang pandan rasakan.
What's a mistake with that trademark high press? Sewell. Possession skillfully maintained by Chris Kiusis. And that's a good ball by Maricic to find Jack Simmons on the turn. Kiusis advancing from left back. Raking ball for Ali Suleimani. The knockdown for Mann was cut out. Attack still alive. Ismaili, good ball in. And it missed everybody. Deniz Yildiz just had too much ground to make up. Nice move. Cross blocked, but it does fall for Yildiz. Goal kick in the end. Good sequence for the Thunder though. Vicious ball in by Ismaili. He couldn't quite believe no one was on the end of it.
Bang. Bang.
The Thunder down the other end with Yagub Mustafa. Checks inside. Lays it off for Strickland to have a strike from outside the penalty area, but it was splayed way off target. And even a helping touch from Jordi van der Laan couldn't deflect it on goal. No whistle from the officials, as Ascroft was calling for. He felt there was a high arm from Alexander there. Adam Bavka saw nothing in it. Headed away by Lockie Bird. Jack Webster's clearance. Waring coming back from an offside position. Flag up on the far side against the number 10. A couple of ex-Melbourne Victory players in the lineup tonight for the Bentleigh Greens. Pierce Waring, one of them. Ben Carrigan playing at centre-back the other. A-League experience doesn't end there though. Danny Kim, recently of Brisbane Roar, anchoring the midfield. It's some pedigree, some squad that Nick Tolios has assembled here at Kingston Heath. Webster, very unsure with that pass, but it did in the end find its intended target. Nervy moment at the back. And Mustafa caught late, flying tackle. It was Jack Simmons coming in there. And he'll go into the book as well. Second yellow card of the night. Again for a Thunder player. And it's Simmons joining Maricic on the tightrope. Great ball looking for van der Laan, but Tom Maricic there just in time, as he has been on a few occasions this evening. Perhaps his initial positioning has let him down, but recovery has always been enough for the Thunder so far. Yildiz with the touch and turn. The ball to release Braden Mann, way overhit though. Let's see what he was attempting. Carrigan goes long and direct, but to who is the question? discussions going on with his teammates in the forward line. Meanwhile, he's Ascroft under pressure. Soleimani loses out to Alexander, who's left one a little late on Harry Ascroft. First time those two have clashed this evening. And after all, Maricic with the lofted ball, looking for Yildiz. You can see how the intensity of the press from Bentleigh. Forced under. Play longer than they.
Martabak jamu tadi ya?
Iya.
Like.
Ini dah. 44.
More often than they would like.
Ya, 44. Ya, 44. Kasih. Ya, 2305. Gede ya?
Udah ya, Mas.
Iya, Bu.
Udah masuk?
Oke, udah.
Makasih.
Iya.
Him here. Not enough players in support for Pierce Waring. Forced to go back to his back line again. Just needed a midfielder to present in the gap that had opened up. Possession still maintained though. Advantage paid for the body check against Mustafa. Just wrong-footed on the trajectory of that pass. And Carrigan from behind against Braden Mann gives away the free kick. Ismaili will play it short. Trying to work that triangle again. Good tracking back by Pierce Waring that time. Simmons laying it off. Alexander will avoid the corner kick. Throw in only. Licky's header away, but it falls for Braden Mann. Rather hopeful volleyed attempt. Pierce Waring fumbled that, but just about recovered and kept it in bounds. Thrown short for Alexander. To put themselves under the pump here unnecessarily. After that throw from Pierce Clark. McCare hammers that cross into the near post. Away by Webster and then Kralicki. Simmons goes down, no free kick. Ascroft striding forward, clipped to the back post, but it's overhit. Okay, Braden Mann to collect and recycle. Ball falls for Yildiz, but the flag is up, this won't count. Thunder fans celebrating behind the goal. Whistle had already gone. Excellent ball in by by Chris Kiusis. If his teammate had been watching the line, could have been 1-0 Thunder. Was just helped on by Simmons into the path of the offside. Danny's yield is. Man goes down again. Another tackle from behind, this time from Webster. Bird with time and space. Offside flag up against Braden Mann this time. Trying to play into the feet of their attackers whenever possible. Part of the game plan. Those wingers tucking in, striker presenting to feet, and fullbacks getting as high as possible. Mustafa just caught on the heel, and that one won't tickle. So, oh, here we go. It's a second yellow card. The Thunder down to 10 men in the most ridiculous of circumstances. A quickly taken free kick by Bentleigh. Jack Simmons getting himself in the way. He was already on a booking. Totally unnecessary. Well, you can see by the letter of the law, that one is a second bookable offence. He stepped in front of the free kick as it was being taken by Jack Webster. If he'd been stationary and in the way, I think Adam Bavka would have let him off the hook, but it was an intentional, time-wasting action. And a very disappointed Jack Simmons trudges off the Kingston Heath pitch as he leaves his side in the lurch. The favourites, Bentleigh, have just been given a massive upper hand. Just under 10 minutes to play in the half. Thunder down to 10. Sewell trying to make the most of the man advantage immediately. Kiusis nicked it off his toes. Stuck in the corner, Chris Kiusis. Just to dig it out. Braden Mann has dropped deep to help out. McKay's pass was picked off though. Strickland, falling behind for Vanderland, was hit with way too much power. How to Thunder cover for that midfield absence. What's their intentions of leaving Kingston Heath with 3 points? I'll have to change. More men behind the ball as Bentleigh already capable of dominating possession and moving them around. Now we'll find it so much easier to do so. Alexander's cross. Yildiz bringing it down and trying to send the counter-attack away with Suleimani. There wasn't enough pace on the pass from Yildiz. It was lofted and gave Bentleigh a chance to reset. It's a lovely take from Ben Carrigan, but his second touch takes him out of bounds. Waring felt some contact on the back of his head there. Mustafa, physical one-on-one contest here, and it's kicked off. The Thunder player has hit the deck. And what will the colour of the card be? Big decision for Adam Bavka. Advice being taken from the fourth official. Just a yellow. The two players got in a wrestling match. Upon examination of the replay, it looks fairly innocuous. Thunder bench was certain that they saw an elbow come out from Yagub Mustafa. The first offence was committed by Chris Kiusis before the arm came out from the Bentleigh winger, so we will restart with the Bentleigh Greens free kick. Will be Jacob Alexander with the in-swinging delivery. Into the cluster of players, fumbled by Noah James. He keeps it in play. Real flashpoint in this game. Kralicki. Alexander, can Bentleigh make the most of their man advantage before the break? Nice bit of footwork. Well intercepted by Lockie Bird. Actually a pretty good pass from Yagub Mustafa, but Bird was covering. Kralicki. Mustafa wrong foots Alexander with that one. Shanked by Shevdim Ismaili. Webster. Pierce Waring, who's popped up on the other flank. It's a wise decision to separate Kiusis and Mustafa after the flashpoint earlier. Jack Webster, pass into the feet of Tom Strickland. Twisting and turning, but heavily marked. Couldn't make his way through the traffic. Seems the Thunder have pinpointed him as a creative threat to shut down. Free kick to the fury of David Chick and the Thunder bench. Don't have long to complain though. Restarted things quickly. Good ball by Waring. Vanderland couldn't get enough on it. Alexander's cross blocked. Bentleigh corner. Still time here on the stroke of half time. Goal for Bentleigh would completely change the equation. As it stands, Thunder happy to sit in and protect the point, as you'd expect when an underdog goes down to 10 players. Pierce Clark over here playing ball boy. Don't think he caught it on the stream, but he's run all the way from his goal to the sideline to find Ken Kralicki. Something to deliver from this in-swinging corner. Into the danger zone, Maricic heads away. Suleimani keeps it in, but should he have? Almost paid off for the Thunder winger. Seems to have moved into a more central role since Simmons was dismissed. Kralicki into the feet of Vanderland, who loses his footing. He's just backing into Maricic there, who simply moved away from him and pulled the chair, so to speak. Have a decent chunk of time added on at the end of this first half. A lengthy injury stoppage for Geordie Vanderland, and of course a couple of yellow card incidents and a dismissal. Webster. Great ball. Could Bentleigh make of this? It's a good covering challenge from Chris Kiusis. Ball was actually rebounded off Corey Sewell and behind for a goal kick. Nothing doing for the home side. One of the more potent attacking teams in the competition. So you'd favour Bentleigh to find the breakthrough here in the second half. Would be a famous point if Thunder can hang on for another 45 minutes. Check the watch from Adam Babka. And that will be half-time here at Kingston Heath Soccer Complex. It ends scoreless, but not without incident. Jack Simmons, frankly partial circumstances, preventing a free kick from being taken quickly, is given his second yellow card, and therefore his marching orders. Dandenong Thunder, already underdogs in this fixture, go down to 10 men away from home. Thunder felt they should have been on equal terms in terms of numbers when Yaqub Mustafa appeared to lash out at Chris Kiusis, or so they thought. The referee deciding that a stray arm was only worthy of a yellow card and not a darker shade. Both sides have had chances, half openings to break the deadlock. But as it stands, Thunder clinging on to what would be a famous point. Can they survive the second half barrage that Bentleigh are doubtless dishing out? Stick around to find out here on the NPL Victoria live stream on npl.tv. Half-time score is Bentleigh Greens 0, Dandenong With a stray arm against Chris Hughes. But Bavka, upon consultation with the fourth official, Ross Clark, deemed it worthy of only a yellow. And so the second half gives Bentleigh a man advantage as they attempt to break the deadlock. And they have made a half-time substitution. It appears that Geordie Vanderland, after picking up that knock in the first half, which led to a lengthy stoppage, has not been able to successfully run off that injury after receiving a tackle from behind. Lucas Derrick will play on the right flank, Yaqub Mustafa on the left, and Pierce Waring regains his central striking role as Bentleigh's top scorer. I think their attack will suffer too much of a dip with him playing as the number 9. Here's Derrick. Add pace and ingenuity to that right-hand side. Loves to run with the ball and crosses into the box. It's so great to see him back out on the pitch after missing 2 of the last 4 seasons with injury. Mustafa. Kralicki. And now it opens up here for Bentleigh. And it's cut across for the new boy. And Lucas Derrick can't find a corner. Forces a great save out of Noah James. Now Corey Sewell. Looked off the chest of Maricic. Very well worked by Bentleigh Greens. Played through the lines. Squared up for Lucas Derrick, who had plenty of time to pick his spot. Hindsight might have gone for that near post. Sewell's ball into the area. It bounces. Six-yard box. Here's Kralicki. Alexander for Mustafa. And the chip ball forward from the left back. Maricic possibly could have let that run. Instead he shanks it out way behind for a Bentleigh corner. Match ball has been retrieved, thankfully. Pierce Waring to swing this one in. Just 3 in the area so far for Bentleigh. In fact, Waring will leave it for Ken Kralicki. Smart move to have your leading goal scorer in the box for a corner. On by Sewell, but always an awkward one, stooping and trying to get enough angle and glance on that header. Sails wide of the near post. It's never really going for goal, Corey Sewell. And with one of their players having received a second yellow card for a time-wasting incident in the first half, you just wonder how brazen Noah James is going to be over these goal kicks in the second. No secret that Thunder are trying to sit in and protect what they have. They are seriously up against it. McCare. Yildiz seems to have moved deeper since the dismissal. He gives it up. Now Danny Kim. Kralicki. Makes it forward for Sewell. Now Derrick in the 1v1. Step inside his marker and try and play that little reverse pass, but Pierce Waring wasn't on the scene quickly enough.
lah Bu. Rambulan rasa apa Bu?
Rambulan rasa keju susu ya.
Keju susu yang original.
Ukurannya sama.
Webster. Bentleigh home support is getting a little impatient.
Yoga keju susu ya.
Sewell's cross in.
Yang 2 3.
Ternyata tak ambil ya.
McCare to clear. Webster's missed it. Now Suleimani, and he's got a runner on in the centre. It's Braden Mann. Outnumbered here, he'll go for goal from range. Very straightforward save for Pierce Clark. Derek lost his footing there. Ends up winning the throw. Slightly awkward collision with Braden Mann. Carrigan for Sewell. Intercepted by Yildiz. Just telegraphed that pass, Corey Sewell. And helped on for Yaqub Mustafa here. Lays it off Strickland. Great save. Hit with venom by Tom Strickland. And Noah James getting down like lightning to his right. Stunning stop. Still. They knock at the door, Bentleigh. Krilicki. Sewell for Lucas Derrick. Has the chance to take on Kiusis here. Checks this way and that. He's past his man, but the layoff evades Corey Sewell. The attack loses a bit of momentum here. They'll recycle and try the other side. Well, that's a poor pass from Jack Webster. Krilicki wasn't expecting it. Ascroft and Suleimani conspire to give the ball back though. Kim. Space on the right hand side again. Derrick. Strickland with a nice spin. To Derrick again. Krilicki caught late. His appeals go unheeded. Very promising attacking position.
Rambulan coklat.
Pierce Waring has gone across to take this one. Alexander, the left-footed option as well. In fact, it's actually Alexander stepping away, still limping after that tackle, and Pierce Waring We'll swing this one in with pace. Headed away at the near post by Thunder. Webster's headed down, had no real power on it. Noah James will eat up the full 6 seconds. Thunder need to keep their discipline here. Unenviable task. You've barely got a sniff of possession. Carrigan. Kulicki. Stop. Chris, yeah.
Tahu? Banyak.
Side position. Really didn't need to be. Strickland and Waring getting in each other's way. Free kick for the Thunder. Ascroft, the man felled. Alexander saves Bentleigh from defending a corner. Visiting Thunder supporters felt otherwise, but just a throw in for Dandenong. David Schick has midfield reinforcements should he to freshen the legs. Cross in for Man is palmed away by Pierce Clark. Half volley from Dennis Yildiz need to be struck perfectly and wasn't. Like Sir Josh Meeker, Dimi Paraskos and Cameron Glip waiting in reserve. The ever versatile and reliable Mersim Mehmeti, defensive option. Sonny Zijai, should he need a runner up front. Bentleigh have already gone to their bench, of course, at half-time. That one was injury enforced. They're looking to build here through Strickland. Lovely ball into a tight space. He's threaded the needle, but again, Yaqub Mustafa is offside. Back out on the park as Ken Kralicki goes to the bench. Has already scored once this season, Lambatterides. Excellent strike from outside the box against Hume City. Given away by Webster. Suleimani keeping it alive. McCare couldn't do the same. Kim. Spotting Sewell advancing on the right-hand side. Now Derek. Quick bit of footwork to evade Kiusis, but across, find a teammate. Nicely brought down by Suleimani, who's had very little joy so far this evening. With his side on the back foot. Yildiz. Poor pass from Dennis Yildiz. He'll be beaten by Jacob Alexander. What a run this is from the left back. Fouled by Ascroft, and he'll go into the book. Yellow card for the Thunder captain. Clearly preventing an attacking opportunity. No attempt to play the ball, and I don't think Harry Ascroft can have any complaints about that one. Fair distance out for Jacob Alexander, but he's scored spectacular goals in the past. Really one of those players in this division who can make the dead ball come alive. Thunder with 4 in the war. What can he produce? Jacob Alexander. Steady takes it short and quick. It's Derek who fires it across, and it's in! An own goal! Last touch off Braden Mann. Will it count though? Bavka in discussion with the official. Jacob Alexander had us all fooled, thinking he was aiming for the top right corner. Said it was the disguised pass to Lucas Derrick. Now it seems as if Jack Webster was affecting the play by standing in an offside position. This is a controversial one. Certainly didn't touch the ball, Jack Webster. Offside, no goal. And Bentleigh are absolutely furious. Derek certainly onside from the first pass. Webster standing goal side of Braden Mann on the cross, and I think the offence might have been against him, although given where the free kick was taken from, it's anyone's guess why that goal was ruled out. Perhaps the referee spotted an infringement elsewhere. Whatever the reasoning, fact remains the score is 0-0. Thunder managing to survive, even putting the ball in their own net. It's luck on their side tonight. And battling for it. Ashcroft with the release. Ismaili spotting the run of Soleimani in the middle. Brilliant first touch by him. Absolutely magic. Cross less so from Yildiz. Ashcroft's floated delivery. Soleimani somehow gets up there against a much taller opponent. And now Piers Clark running out of room. Did he handle that? Forced to throw it away as he lost his balance on the edge of the box. I mean, on examination of the replay, that looks like a handball on the edge of the penalty area, but wait the Thunder change, it looks like it's only going to be a throw, and Piers Clark is somehow getting away with that. A slapstick moment from the Bentleigh Greens goalkeeper. Looked like he was Bambi on ice. Here come the subs for the Thunder. Freshening up the midfield and forward line. Josh Meeker into the fray. Confirmation of the other change in a moment. Cam McGlip is on. Ball fell to him from McGlip. And McCare with a side-footed effort from distance. Got plenty on that. Might just have been dipping under the crossbar, you know. It's Josh Meeker to take the corner, and the 10 men of Thunder. Can they pull off a shock here? Piers Clark with a great claim that time. Excellent grab in a crowded penalty area. So Thunder have made a triple change, in fact. Sonny Zijai has come on as well. It's Meeker, McGlip and Zijai in the platoon swap from the bench. Can the changes swing the momentum of this game? It's been all Bentleigh for most of this second half. 11 against 10, you expect that, but a spirited rally in the last few minutes from the visitors. Looks as if Soleimani, Braden Mann are among those replaced. Yildiz as well. Nice ball from Sewell. Mustafa has the pace to get there as well. Maricic forced to run back towards his own goal, but made the interception. Strickland. Bentleigh assembling numbers in the area. Low ball in, not cleared by Lockie Bird. That time it is. Kim. Derek. Waring trying to create space for the shot. Carrigan forward. Nosebleed territory for the centre half. And the shot matched the position of the player it came from in the end. Dragged well wide from Ben Carrigan. Now there's a Bentleigh player down. Looks to be Pierce Waring, and this is a worrying one for the home side. After losing Geordie Vanderland to injury in the first half, it would be an absolutely sickening blow to lose their top goal scorer, a player who is now occupying the same position in the second. Looks like they will be forced to make a change. Waring forced to the bench. On comes Jack Painter-Andrews. And Bentleigh now without a recognised striker. And the forward line are currently unclear as to which positions they're occupying. A bit of clarification needed from the bench. Lucas Derrick will play up top. Not his preferred role, but he has played there before. Painter-Andrews to the left, and Mustafa shifts over to the right. Good one for Jack. He's lost it, and here's Sonny Zijai. Mika with the shots. Never caught hold of it. Dragged way wide of the target. It has taken a touch on the way through, it seems. Thunder corner. The substitute, Josh Mika, to swing this into the near post. Zijai from decent distance. It looked like it was on target, but nowhere near enough power to beat Piers Clark, who saw it all the way. Frustration, though. And ironic jeers go up from the visiting Thunder fans as Clark throws away the ball he just claimed. Unnecessary giveaway. Such is the urgency of Bentleigh to try and get this ball forward. Thunder have really dug in, ground this one out. Need to survive for another 15 minutes. Could they do a bit more than that? Glib, McCare, Ascroft, just trying to crowd the central areas at the moment, Thunder. Down the man, it seems David Chick has just vacated the middle of the park, or the wings, I should say, vacated the wings and focused everything on the middle of the park when they've lost the ball. In fact, it's Yildiz who hasn't gone to the bench. My mistake, it's actually Kiusis who was substituted earlier, and Yildiz has moved to left back. Contact from Painter-Andrews on Ascroft, who made sure the referee knew all about it. An awful clearance from Tom Maricic as it came out of the night sky. The touch from Mustafa, a little heavy. Maricic gets away with it. Could Zizai be away now? It's Piers Clark way outside his penalty area, but sweeper keeper judging it well. A couple of nervy moments tonight, Piers Clark. A couple of good stops as well. His clean sheet remains intact. Bailey with the long throw, looking for McKenna, making himself a nuisance in the penalty area. Hacked away by Bentleigh. Now Yildiz flying. It's hit the deck hard. Payne to Andrews, forced to stop. So we can check on the welfare of Dennis Yildiz. Still got changes available, Thunder, even though they made that triple change, of course. 5 subs permitted in NPL Victoria this season, as long as they're made in 3 discrete windows. Be the reason for the triple change from David Chick, keeping his options open as we head into this final 13 minutes of regulation. Might have hit his head on the turf here, Dennis Yildiz. Physio just making sure he's showing any signs of concussion. Looks a bit queasy and a bit dizzy, doesn't he? Restart with the drop ball. Looks as if Yildiz will re-enter the pitch. They're back up to 10 players. Ball from Kim. Peter Andrews sees it out for the throw. Does have a long throw in his locker, Peter Andrews. Looks like the option that Bentleigh will choose here. Good distance on it. Headed away by the Glib. Wins his battle with Bentleigh substitute and is consequently chopped down by Corey Sewell. Cannot believe he's got a yellow card for that. Still, he remonstrates with Adam Bavka. No changing the referee's mind. It's been a physical one tonight. We've had a lot of yellow cards, but dismissal if you missed it. Jack Simmons was actually for stepping in front of a free kick. And Yildiz, having gone down for the second time in a matter of moments, now has the physio on to give him a look over. In fact, it's actually McGlip. You hear him skewed by the... It's actually McGlip on the deck. Freshly on the pitch. Want to lose your substitute. He was the one fouled by Corey Sewell, as it turns out, and as the defending player was booked, he's able to remain on the field despite calling for the physio. Judged the aerial ball well. Surely a foul against McGlip. Is on Strickland with free kick right on the halfway line. away from his melee. Still no wait for the breakthrough, Bentleigh. Playing the entire second half against 10 men. No flag. Against Alexander. Mustafa forced to restart. Lambatarides for Sewell. Stepped in field. Kicking on top of the grandstand and waste a few precious seconds. Starting to ebb away here. Clock against Bentleigh, but you know how potent this team can be up front despite losing their two first-choice centre forwards to injury during this match. More than capable of finding the back of the net if the service is right. Strickland and Derek probably the most likely to be amongst the goal scorers. Mustafa with 3 goals to his name as well this season. Pass by Sewell. It's a counter of sorts there. Still outnumbered, Thunder. Pass was behind Mika, he had no chance. Now a long throw, looking for Derek. Numbers arriving in support for Lucas Derek if he can shake off Tom Maricic here. Well, try as he might. The big centre-back was going nowhere. Mustafa. Flag stays down for Yaqub Mustafa. Is this the moment? It is! Bentleigh finally make the breakthrough. And it's a goal worth celebrating. The backflip from Yaqub Mustafa to mark what will surely be the winning goal in this clash. Dandenong Thunder down to 10 men since the 35th minute. They've slaved and slaved away in this second 45. And finally, with 5 minutes of regulation to play, the resistance cracks. Yaqub Mustafa with his 4th goal of the season. Question mark about offside there. It's buried in the corner. No flag from the assistant referee, and it is Bentleigh Greens 1, Dandenong Thunder 0. Early ball from Alexander. Tight call from the officials, but on examination of the replay, Thunder might feel themselves hard done by on that one. Had one call go their way. Sprayton man deflected across into his own net. One was ruled out for an offence off the ball. This time the offside flag stays down for the Bentleigh Greens. Difficult now for David Chick's side to change gears and try and go for a goal. When your entire second half game plan has been about defending and frustrating and eating up time. Changes made to that effect. Thunder's top goal scorers, Suleimani and Mann, both withdrawn. Don't have much left on the park. Come up with a convincing attack, especially when they're suffering a man disadvantage and surely fatigued at this point. Awkward ball for Alexander. Another assist for him for the goal. It's his third assist of the season. 2 goals as well. Not bad work for a left back. So coming into tonight, he's created 15 chances, which ranks right up there with the most creative players in the competition. And he might have another assist here. It's an empty net for Jack Painter Andrews. A nightmare moment for Noah James, who really should have dealt with that terrible touch from the young goalkeeper. And Jack Painter Andrews won't score an easier goal in his life. The Thunder resistance has crumbled. It's Bentleigh 2, Dandenong 0. Have to feel for a goalkeeper in that situation. Outside his box, he just needed to make more significant contact on that. It is an absolute gift. Despite the touch from Noah James, I think Jacob Alexander will be claiming that. 2 assists tonight, 4th of the season. Creative force to be reckoned with from fullback. Zijai trying to reply here for the Thunder. Saved at the near post by Piers Clark. A great effort with virtually no backlift off the outside of Sonny Zijai's boot. Just tipped around the post and into the side netting. Take a miracle from here. McCare's header, Clark claims. Dropped that one under pressure from the Thunder attack, but Adam Bavka rules he was fouled in the process. Certainly big contact from the Greens custodian. I have to say that's the right decision. He was sandwiched between 2 Thunder players. McCare. Steams into Lambatarides, but free kick given for an earlier offence. Was just pulled back there as he strode through before the collision. Now it's Yildiz with the outswinger. Misses Maricic, misses everybody. The offside flag is up anyway. Well, been anything but comfortable for Bentleigh tonight. Despite the man advantage. But with a comfortable cushion now, they will make it 5 wins from 5. The form side in the competition. Recent form is a statement to the rest of the league. Despite a shaky start for Nick Tolios's men, Bentleigh are coming. They are still the reigning champions after 2 abandoned seasons here in Victoria. A 2019 grand final win might feel like a distant memory. But Bentleigh are still on top. And once this season is run and done, they intend to remain there. it stands, with other games still to be played this round, of course, this Easter weekend. Bentleigh will jump to equal second place with Port Melbourne, only behind the Sharks on goal difference. Sewell might fancy his chances from range. Why not when you're 2-0 up? One smashes into the Zabaris Lawyers sign behind the goal. Don't think his teammates will mind. Yildiz trying to add a consolation here for Thunder. It's Zijai. 2 for company. Cuts it back, Sonny Zijai, but no one presenting on the penalty spot. Good win from Cam McGlip. Yet another former Melbourne Victory player on the puck this evening. Now Mika. Shot in at the near post was a stinging effort. Really well held there from Piers Clark. Well into stoppage time now. Alexander trying to put Derek through on goal for what would have been his 3rd assist of the evening. And Adam Babka has seen enough. That's full time here at Kingston Heath Soccer Complex. And as it turns out, it is a Good Friday for the Bentleigh Greens. 11 v 10 for all of an hour after Jack Simmons was dismissed in the first half for his 2nd yellow card. Moment of inexperience for the young man. Stepping in front of a free kick, being taken quickly by Jack Webster, but he was already on a booking, left his side in the lurch. Dandenong Thunder, brave and stout in their defending in the second half, away from home, down to 10, against one of the competition's in-form sides, but eventually the dam broke. It's a great ball in behind from Jacob Alexander, and Yakub Mustafa running along the shoulder of the last defender. The Thunder felt he was offside. The officials disagreed.